Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am going to be doing your November career and money reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for some more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so Scorpio, first, let me say happy birthday. We are moving into your season. This is a big week. We have moved out of the retrograde season and we have a full moon in Aries, which means we get this like burst of inspiration. We have to move forward and trying to figure out exactly where that is. So let's take a look at your Sacred Soul Travelers card. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Yeah, for some of you, it's taking a good look at what it is that you do in your career, or how you bring in your money. And then it's kind of like looking at the time and energy that you put into your work or your career, and then how much enjoyment that you're getting out of it. Does your career allow you to have time to do the things that you do enjoy? Okay, so sometimes we have to have a job that just pays the bills, right? But if there's not like true joy in what you're doing, then do you at least have the time to do the things that you do enjoy? And maybe even having a side business of some sort. Miracles, look at this. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Yes, I think it's when you really start reconnecting, let me put it that way, reconnecting to your bliss, to your heart, to what brings you just joy at the heart level. What brings you joy? And when you really start trying to reconnect to that energy, it's as if these miracles fall right into place. Now, also coming out of the retrograde season, and now stepping into your month, it is kind of that energy of, yeah, it's your time. It's lovely. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a change in the wind, community, and asking why. A leg up. There's something coming in from the universe. It could be that you're going to get a change in the wind. You may actually be moving with the community here. I get the sense that this change means that you may be having to move to a new community in order to take this job or to seek, a career that is more in line with your heart. You are asking that question, why? You're asking yourself, hey, why did I choose this path? Am I enjoying what I do? If I'm not, why not? What is it that I would like to do? It's asking yourself all of those really important questions to kind of reconnect to what your bliss is. What do you do that you just kind of lose time? All concept of time when you're doing it. You get into all wrapped up. For me, when I do these readings, it's like I have no concept of time, right? Because I truly enjoy it. So it's that energy of stepping into something that you truly enjoy, so you can almost like, it's about not just the enjoyment of it, but getting at the heart level and allowing these miracles to come in. Underneath that, we have ascending the mountain, and it says, keep going forward. Keep going forward. So I feel like for some of you, you may be trying a new career path. You may be, once again, looking or seeking a new career path. Perhaps even moving, saying, hey, this is something I really have to do. Like, for instance, if, I don't know, this is popping into my head. Say you really wanted to be, an actor or an actress, and you live in a small town. Well, one of the things is could you do, like community theater or something where you live? Yes. But if there's more to it, this is like, yeah, this is my passion, I have to go do this, then you might think about moving to a bigger city like New York or Hollywood, right? It's, it's that energy of, I have to go where my heart is calling me, because I have to be, this community card is also saying you need your soul tribe. You need to seek out those other people that feel the same way, have this a similar bliss. for whatever reason. You know, maybe you're looking for mentors, or you're looking for people to collaborate with, or just share ideas with. Really interesting. Okay, so let's take a look. What are you trying to manifest in November? Yeah, you're trying to move forward in a very victorious way. And this is the energy that's coming in for you. You're looking for those miracles. I feel, especially with this retrograde season, it has been slow going, right? It's almost like we've been stuck in mud. And now it's like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this change to come in. I'm ready to make this change, and I'm ready to move forward. Okay, so now let's take a look at what your area of resistance is, or the obstacle on your path. What do we have here? Wheel of Fortune. You cannot. It's almost as if you're putting a lot of time and energy into something that I think is your bliss, or trying to find your bliss, and you just cannot get the money to happen. It's, that almost like the starving artist type of energy, because you're trying to see how you can make money. And for some of you, you could be trying to make a fortune, okay, become very wealthy. But I think for others, you're just trying to see, hey, how can I make a living following my bliss? You may be, you may even have like a side business, or a side, hustle, as they call it, trying to figure out if you can make money at this, so you can quit your day job, as we call it, right? It could be that you're trying to do that, and it's just kind of like, it's almost wearing you out. I get the sense that you're tired. You're almost like defeated. It's this sense of, I just don't know. This is not moving forward, and I really wanted to. So what's the outcome? Ace of Wands, getting a new burst of inspiration. Okay, so that's a good ending. King of Cups, it is about your bliss. Okay, King of Cups is about getting in touch with your heart, getting in touch with your bliss, and knowing that you have to stay in the heart space. For some of you, I'm trying to think, I think it may have been Cancer, had a similar reading about just being a little bit too concerned about the money aspect of it, which is so common, right? Because we actually live in the 3D. But it's a little bit about surrendering to your journey, realizing that the universe has your back. And if you're really following your heart, and you're coming from a good place, and you're not trying to hurt other people, the universe will take care of you. Oh my goodness, they're showing me this. Yeah, look at this. A leg up and serendipity. It's as if, I really get the sense that you just have to stay super positive, super motivated in a way to move forward, however that means for you. Like, it's really staying in this energy of, I'm just going to keep trying. I'm just going to keep trying. Like, every day you may get up and you go out to the chariot and you have a flat tire or a flat wheel. And it's like, that's okay. I'm going to change this wheel. I have a lot of wheels. I'm just going to change this wheel, get in my chariot, and move forward. I may only get from here to the end of the road today, to the end of the driveway today, but that's okay. I made some progress. Like, being, looking at what you have accomplished so far, instead of kind of like being in this energy of perhaps like, oh, the money's not coming in and I'm not as successful as I wanted to be by now. Maybe I should just give up. It's, just kind of like surrendering, almost like taking a deep breath and saying, it's going to be okay. All right, so let's clarify this charity. I said charity. It's the Chariot card, but I wonder if some of you aren't trying to start a charity, or a nonprofit, something like that. I love this because I'm getting this totally different kind of message. This won't resonate with everybody, but there's somebody that needs to hear this, that you're trying to make a true change in the world. You've gotten some inspiration about how to change the world for the better. And you're trying to start like a nonprofit or a charity, something where, you can turn this kind of like into your livelihood. Like, you realize, okay, I may not get rich off of this, but it doesn't matter. My bliss is that I want to change the world in this way. I want to clean up pollution. I want equality. I want, you know, I want young children to have books in their home. Whatever it's kind of like your bliss is in a heart level, like for the collective. It's this energy of you just cannot get this. You can't get like the financial backing or something that you need in order to get this off the ground. You're going within, to try to find the clarity about how to make money at this. How to make this a business. And some of you could be sitting there saying, well, if you start a nonprofit, then why would you want to make a profit? It just doesn't make sense. But people that, work at a nonprofit, that if that's their livelihood, they do have to make some money. It is one of the things that when you're looking at a charity, you might see how much of that goes to administration costs, right? Because those are the people that are behind the scenes that are, doing the marketing or, trying to find sponsors, that type of thing. And I feel like you're kind of trying to get the clarity about how you can take this idea that you have of yours. You've gone inside with this Hermit card. I really get a sense that for some of you, it's almost like a part of your spiritual journey. You're trying to figure out how can you make money at this, and also kind of like be a teacher for the world, like change of the world in some way. I really love this. It's almost as if you want with the Chariot card here, I almost feel like for some of you, you want the collective to progress in some way, like in areas of civil rights or equality or pollution, something like that. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune, okay, we have the King of Pentacles, and it's coming up in reverse. It fell in reverse. So I really feel like you're having a hard time getting some financial backing. You could be trying to, Nine of Pentacles here on the bottom. Okay, there's two scenarios I see here. For some of you, I think you are trying to get some financial backing. You may be going to people that you've known in the past, maybe even past sponsors. You may have worked at another nonprofit or something, with the Six of Cups here. Or it could be that you're trying to start something that, has been kind of like part of you since you were a small child. Like, something that you were concerned about as a child. Like, for instance, say, you would go out into the backyard and maybe you had an older sibling that would be, I don't know, like catch butterflies or something and then, mount them. Okay. And I know, people do that. And you thought it was terrible, like you're hurting a butterfly. Why are you hurting that butterfly? It has, something from your childhood could have like stirred something in you. Like maybe you're not trying to save butterflies, but maybe now you've moved on to trying to save whales or the rainforest or something like that. And you're just really not sure about how to do this. For others of you, if you are trying to follow your bliss, and your bliss is something that is not in alignment with, I'm going to say, your family's values or traditional thinking, perhaps even especially a father. So say your parents wanted you to be a lawyer or a doctor, or scientist or something like that, and you want to be an artist. Maybe you want to be a sculptor, okay? And your family is kind of like, no, you can't do that. You're just not going to make enough money. It's kind of like the belief system that you have from your childhood could be holding you back because you're just concerned about the money, and you could have just gotten, you've inherited, let's put it that way, you've inherited a belief system that you grew up with around money and around career choices that could be preventing you from actually following your bliss. It doesn't mean that you can't make money at it, but in your family, it could have been something about, you have to work for a corporation because you need I don't know what it is, a 403B. You need to invest. You need to have investments, a retirement account, health benefits, and all of that. And you're kind of like, yeah, but I don't want to work for a corporation. I want to go over here and do this thing. I want to start my own business or something, right? And your family's like, yes, but you won't have, retirement or whatever. And it's kind of like, okay, I can figure that all out. I don't have to work for a corporation in order to get that. So but I don't think you're at that point. I think that's your obstacle. So for some of you, it could be, yeah, okay, I can figure this out. I can find a community of other artists or writers or actors, actresses, whatever it is that you're trying to do. I can find another community of people that have started their own business and ask them, okay, what do you do about retirement accounts? What do you do about health insurance? What do you do when you're sick? There's nobody else to run the store, right? That kind of energy. Okay, so let's go to the Ace of Wands, King of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Four of Wands. You have a strong foundation coming in. When you step into your energy of your heart, following your bliss, you get this burst of energy that kind of, it's about you holding on to your dreams of what your bliss is. Holding on, saying, I don't want to hear all the naysaying. All I want is good vibes, or please just don't talk to me about this, right? Because I got this burst of inspiration. I have this serendipity event coming in. I got this offer, or I got this client. It's time. I need to go. I feel like the time is coming in, especially with the serendipity card. And you're like, this is what I want to do. And I'm holding on to that. Like, you're not taking this away from me. And you're making that decision. This is the path I'm going on. You see, there's two, wands there. It's the Two of Wands, but, two poles. And she has chosen one. Like, this is the two paths. You're almost like at a crossroads. Do I stay where I am, or do I go follow my bliss? And I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to follow your bliss. You're picking up your bliss wand, if you will, and you're leaving the corporate job behind, right? You're like, no, that wand's staying here. I've picked my wand, and now I'm going forward. I'm getting the clarity about what I want, and then it's about surrendering to the universe, saying, okay, this is what I want. These are the first steps that I'm going to take. And then just ask for guidance. What is the next? Because it's navigating by the stars, right? It's kind of like, all I need to do is take the first step. And then my spirit guides, my angels, will bring in the next step. I don't have to have everything lined out. Now, if you're starting your own business, yes, if you're trying to get a bank to support you or some financial banking, you may need to have a business plan. But that is one of the first steps, right? It's trying to float out your idea. Is there anybody that's going to buy your product or your service? And then, what's the plan? How are we going to do that? But it's not like you have to put everything into place today. You just have to take the first step. Okay, so here's your creativity oracle card, growth. Feel open, willing, and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development. I love this because I really feel like this is a change, such a positive change in your life. And one of the things is that I do feel like it's opening you up. Like, you're going to have to make a lot more decisions. You're going to have to sometimes just go it alone, right? You're going to try to find a soul tribe that supports you in this, but at times it's going to be up to you. You're going to have to sit here in your King of Cups energy and say, yes, this is what I really want to do. Okay, now I have to sit down and pay the bills. It's that energy of, that's okay, because I'm still getting to do what it is that I want to do. Under this, I just saw this. Oh my gosh. You had the King and the Queen of Cups. You had the Moon card. You had the Ace of Cups underneath that. Then you have the Hermit. I feel like for a lot of you, this can be a romantic partner coming in that joins you with this business. or that you can meet because of this business. I'm not turning this into a romantic reading, but for these two cards to be right together, right on the underneath, that's pretty significant. It could also mean that it's just a true business partner that's coming in. You don't see this. You don't see the whole path. But this is definitely a path that I feel like for a lot of you, you want to step on because it's the first step to something that brings you a lot of enjoyment, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of getting back into your heart space. Wow, really nice, Scorpio. Really lovely energy. Okay, so let's pull one more card for advice. Fearless expression. Yeah, it's just like owning it. It's just getting, okay, yeah, this is what I've always wanted to do. And I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it all the way down to my pinky toes. I'm going to own it and I'm just going to put it out there to the universe. I have chosen my path and I go forth fearlessly. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. I do wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you did enjoy this reading, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.